everyone. So I have been looking around at makeup trends lately, and there's been one trend that I've just been dying to take part in, and it is the dark lip trend. I think that this trend is kind of a difficult one to pull off. A lot of people get scared of it. So I thought I'd put together a little makeup look for you guys today, a tutorial to show you how I would wear it and how I think it could be very wearable, possibly even daytime wearable, but that's up to you. So if you want to see how I put together a dark lip look, almost black lip look, then keep on watching. To start off, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation in medium ivory. This is a really good coverage, almost like matte finish foundation. I'm going to put it on with just a Beauty Blender sponge. Pat it right onto my skin. The big thing, if you're going to wear dark lips, you want to make sure that you cancel out any pink or red that you have in your skin. So having a good full coverage foundation is a good idea. The reason I'm deciding to use a Beauty Blender as opposed to a brush is that I kind of just like the flawless look that the Beauty Blender gives me, and because I am going to be using a kind of high coverage foundation, I just don't want it to look like it's caked on. And I'm going to use my MAC Pearl Longwear Concealer in the color NW20. And this, you get, one pump gives you a lot of product. So I'm just going to put definitely some underneath my eyes, put it around my mouth. Again, you want to cover any pinkness and around your nose. Let's go back with my Beauty Blender and just kind of pat it in. And then lastly, I'll just kind of use it as a primer and put it all over my lids. I told you, one pump of this stuff goes forever and ever, and I still have so much left over. Now I'll move on to my eyebrows, and I'm going to use this Rimmel's eyebrow pencil in the color 002 Hazel. Drawing underneath your eyebrow and brushing up, it kind of helps to control how strong your eyebrows are. It helps to kind of properly define them as well. Because if you can see right here, it's really kind of sparse compared to now where I've drawn in right here. So I'll go ahead and draw this in a little bit so you can see how easily my eyebrows become defined. I'm going to use my Naked Basics palette. I'm going to use this one right here, which is Foxy. It's a yellow toned color. I'm going to use a Sigma Large Shader E60 brush and just kind of pat it on there, and then pat it onto my eyelid. And again, you're using a yellow based eyeshadow to cancel out any pink that we have in our skin tone, because that will clash with the dark lipstick. Now I'm going to take the Naked 2 shadow, which is right here, and I'm just going to use a Real Techniques domed shadow brush. Pretty much in windshield wiper motions, just put it in my crease area. This is a very light color, so it's just going to give us a very fine bit of definition. I want to add just the slightest bit of definition to my crease, so I'm going to use this color Faint right here, which is a darker brown. Use a Sigma Blending E25, this is a travel size brush. Just literally softly tap it in there, just and tap it off, and just enough so you can have a little bit of shadow. Put your head back, find where your crease is, and just right in that little socket, so faintly, just add a little bit of definition. I really don't want this to be strong at all. I just want it to help make my eyes pop a little bit more. I just don't want to be my eyes to be completely lost. I use that original brush to go back and blend the two together. I'm going to take this black color right here, Crave. I'm going to use in Sigma Small Angled E65 brush. This is just going to help let my eyes not be lost in this makeup, but still be extremely soft. So I just want to drag this along, not drag it, but pat it along my lash line. I'm going to very slightly just define the bottom lash. I just want to kind of go from the ends right here to the middle parts. So I'm going to slightly tap it into the faint color, pull down a little bit, and go from the end right to the center. To soften up my eyes a little bit, I'm going to use the NARS Larger Than Life Longwear Eyeliner in the color Rue Bonaparte. It's this color right here. Kind of see, it's just a nude color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that onto my waterline. Just pull down a little bit again, and then go right on top of your waterline. This will open up your eyes, and it'll just soften up that eye look. I'm going to use this shadow right here of Venus, and it's another white one, but it's got a little lightest bit of shimmer in it. But just put it on the tip of this, and then add a little bit into your tear duct area, and I'll just brighten up this area. So a little bit right there. I'll go back with this Foxy color that I used originally and just put it right on my brow bone. And just blend these two together. And then finally, I'm going to go ahead and put on mascara. I'm going to use Rimmel's Lash Accelerator Mascara. Just gonna pull up my eyelid right there and then wiggle this mascara throughout my lashes. What I've noticed with people who are wearing this dark lipstick or dark lip look is that they don't really have blush on, which makes sense. But I have noticed that they have a lot of contoured cheeks. So I'm going to use my Kat Von D bronzer, which is that kind of color. What I like about this one is that it's kind of more of a muted kind of gray bronzer. And it doesn't have any shimmer, doesn't have anything like that. It's just very subtle. And I'm going to use a large angled contour brush by Sigma, an E40 brush. And just kind of soak in my cheeks and very slightly kind of define my cheekbone. I'm going to take my Real Techniques Duo Fiber Face Brush and just kind of blend that out. And I'm going to do the same thing up here. And just pat this my forehead. So moving on to the final step, the most exciting step, the reason why we're all here today, is the lips. So I have before I started, I put on lip balm, which I would greatly suggest you do. And so I'm actually going to line my lips first. So I'm going to use this L'Oreal lip liner in the color, or the number 14. So now what I'm going to do is going to actually fill in my lips completely with this lip liner. The reason I'm doing this is just to help the color stay for a very long period of time, and also it's good prep for kind of what your lips are going to look like. So if you don't really like this and you don't like how dark this is, then it's just going to get darker. So as you can see, my lips are done with the lip liner. I'm going to go ahead and put on my lipstick now. So I decided to go with the Revlon Black Cherry lipstick. It is dark. It is very, very dark. But we can still wear it. With this, what you want to do is you want to just slightly pat it on. And then build it up. So let's get started. And every now and then, check out what you've done. If you like it, keep it. If you want to go a little more intense, go a little more intense. I'll go a little bit more intense than this. If you are still concerned about how it's going to look on you, there's one last step that I have that I think will kind of pretty much seal the deal when it comes to this. And so I'm going to take my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer again. I'm going to use my concealer brush again, This is just a generic one that I have. Put the tip of the concealer brush in there. And then line the outside of your lips. To set my makeup, I'm going to use my high definition powder by Makeup Forever. Just kind of dust through your T-zone, because you just don't want to be shiny with this look. So this is my finished dark lip fall makeup look. I think it's pretty. It's not an everyday look, but it's something just to try out every now and then. If you guys have any questions, just put them in the comment bar below, and I'll be happy to get to you for those. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.